Palma. Oh,
man.
that's unfair, man. Palma, 7 points in the game.
To Del Fuentes.
Oh, wow.
Caloocan takes the shot and knocks it down. Maloya is open. 3-pointer.
Oh, my goodness! Face a jumper by Robin Celis.
Batallero has time.
Now it's Martin Rosso. Turnaround jumper. Oh my goodness.
We welcome you to a brand new week of Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League Season 7 action, and we are back at the Pasay Astrodome in Pasay City for our first game. Joko Taingtong, Alvin Beityong, and the Caloocan Batang Kangkalu trying to solidify that hold of that number 5 spot in the north. They take on a former teammate in Achi Inigo, bannering the Manila Batang Quiapo, and she's one of the veterans of this team. May bago sila dito. Si Joe Gomez Diliano picked up from the free agency window. Joe, of course, is a former champion, having won the title with the Pampanga Giant Lanterns last season. Yan po ang mga laban natin. Caloocan and Manila in the first game. Abra about to parade some new faces. They take on the Quezon City Galleries Taipan. And in the main game, the Pasay Voyagers battle the Jensen Warriors. Magandang hapon mga kaliga, sila Tupas kasama si Javi Palanya, and binabati namin ang mga nanonood sa Facebook and sa YouTube, and syempre we are live on Solar Sports every Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. The coverage in Solar starts at 6 p.m. and Javi, another interesting week ahead of us. Maraming games na importante, including this one because especially for Caloocan, trying to hawakan ng pang-limang pwesto doon sa North.
Tama ka dyan. Aside from the important games, we're also going to see new faces on new teams. So that is something that we'll definitely look forward to this week.
Definitely a lot of players making their debuts this week. This week dito sa liga. So kailangan nakatuto kayo sa MPBL. Kasama din natin at courtside is Miss Lyra Punsalan, who's been quite busy. Mas maaga pa sa akin dumating to. Ito si Lyra, and that's an understatement kasi talagang busy siya. Lyra, kamusta ang weekend mo? Kamusta ka ngayon?
Maraming salamat sa Del. Very happy weekend, and of course excited dahil marami talagang aabangan sa liga for this coming week. And of course, nasa festive mindset daw itong si Coach Mike sa gigit ng Caloocan and deservedly so after their dominant 46-point lead kontra Marikina. Para sa kanya, that matchup proved na nakuha na nila ang sistema na gumagana sa kanila, the now iconic Lion and Spider mentality. Ang goal daw talaga ay mapakita na may pangil sila sa depensa, which they did. Aggressive, united, and disciplined on both ends of the floor. And he also credited their respective minutes culture sa kanilang team, kung saan lahat ng nasa roster alam kung gaano pahalaga ng playing time nila dahil nando daw ang totoong lakas ng Caloocan sa lalim ng bench at sa trust ng bawat isa sa sistema. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Lyra. And that's the lowdown on the Caloocan team. Pero silipin muna natin ang ating team standings. And we see Zamboanga still on top of the South, but Mindoro making its move. They move up to number 6 after back-to-back wins last week. So it was a big week para sa Mindoro in a week that saw Binyan, Basilan lose to their respective games.
Yeah, very important that Mindoro is making its move at this point of the season, lalo na yung kanilang last win. That happened at home, their second home win this season. They're trying to move up in the team standings to make sure they end up in the top 4, pero malayo pa naman bago yan. So a lot of these teams still trying to fight in the middle. Meron pa tayong stronghold dun sa gitna with teams like Binyan, Batangas City, and Basilan also trying to move up in the team standings.
Well, one win separating number 3 to number 8. So ganyan po kahigpit ang ating team standings in the South. In the North, on the other hand, Abra is at number 2. Nueva Ecija, of course, number 1. Nalo sila last week. 14-1 ang Abra. They will be in action later on against Quezon City, 4-11. Manila is on a 14-game losing streak. So yan po ang kanilang sitwasyon ngayon. Ang Caloocan naman at 11-5, they can go 2 games up against Pangasinan in that race for number 5.
Yeah, a win here very important para sa kanila, and alam naman nila that this is a game that is very winnable para sa kanila, but they also want to respect the Manila Batang Quiapo, especially marami silang bagong players na magde-debut sa laro na to.
Oo, no? Caloocan in their last game, as Lyra mentioned, won against Marikina, and it was a blowout win. Just the type of win you need at this point of the season, kung saan you are trying to adjust, you are trying to stay sharp because there are bigger challenges ahead.
Especially because they were coming off a loss to Quezon on the road. This is a game where they really shot the lights out. From the outside, they were 10 out of 21. They only averaged 7 3-point makes per game, but here they were able to make 10. Definitely out-rebounded the Marikina Shoemasters in this game, and also used their speed 22-5 in terms of fast break, dominated the paint 38-12.
Na Manila in their last game also, and as you mentioned, tuloy-tuloy nga itong talo ng Manila, and they also took a blow probably during the trade window. They lost their best player, John Ashley Fa, to Pampanga in a trade with Wilson Baltasar. Baltasar has yet to suit up para dito sa Manila, and it was another blowout loss this time. Jensen making light work of Manila, 99-45 here at the Astrodome. So hindi maganda ang pakiramdam ng Manila pag dito sa Astrodome kasi natatambakan sila dito.
Yeah, this was actually their biggest loss of the season. They've lost their games by an average margin of about 27 points per game, pero ito yung pinakamalaking talo nila, losing by 54 points to this one. And after being one of the top offensive teams in the league, averaging about close to 90 points, they dropped down to 79 points per game because of this scoring total of 45 points. Kita mo naman that the stats were greatly one-sided to the side of the Jensen Warriors.
Oo, so a challenge ahead para dito sa Manila. Palagkaya sila against the Caloocan Batang Kalu. We'll know in a bit. Let's go to Richard Campos for the starting lineup.
MPBL Season 7. Our first match is Caloocan versus Manila. Now let's make way the starting lineups. First for Caloocan, Batang Kalu. At forward number 31, JJ Manlangit. The other forward number 30, Jeff Manday. Point guard number 29, Joko Tayongtong. Also at guard number 24, Brian Enriquez. Playing center number 18, June Bonsubre. The head coach is Mike Sagigit. His assistants are Philip De La Cruz and Mark Orias. Team manager, Mac Robert DeChandu. Team governor, Jeremy Tin. Team owners, Dennis Flores and Congressman Oka Malapitan. Starting for Manila, Batang Quiapo. Forward number 77, Red Eusebio. Power forward number 73, John Baltazar. At guard number 45, Alexis Himan. Playing center number 23, Decoy Lopez. To guard number 3, the Hawkeye, Achi Inigo. Their head coach is Max Diandante. Assistant coaches, Clint Guzarin, RJ Junero, and Miller Guillen. Team consultant, Bang Tumapat. Team manager, Ivan Villaflor. Team governor, Ado Salazar. Team owners, Raymond Ang and Emilio Chu.
Starting 5 is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Joko Tayongtong, Brian Enriquez, June Bonsubre, JJ Manlangit, and Jeff Manday. For Caloocan, for Manila, it's Alexis Himan, Achi Inigo, Decoy Lopez, John Baltasar, and Red Eusebio. The referees for this matchup, Seth Pingol, Mike Kinay, Karina Martin, and the substitute referee is Ray Gabriel. So Manila, led by the former Batang Kalu. 3 seasons with Caloocan. Ito si Achi Inigo before finally moving this season to Manila.
And he is now the leading scorer of the Manila Batang Quiapo. In his time with Caloocan, of course, more of a playmaker to si Achi dahil he was surrounded with a lot of scorers. But here, he had to really turn on his scoring hat a lot in most games. Averaging 19 points per game now at this point of the season. Ito si Achi Inigo.
19?
19 already. Nabigla rin ako.
19. I think he could be the league's leading scorer by now. We gotta check on that. We'll double check natin kay Sir John Mangonon. Yeah, that's 19 points per game. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, but
That's hindi yata yan average. I think he's 5.8 is the number.
we gotta check.
Baltasar is fouled by Joko Taytong.
I'm sorry, na-double lang ata. 8.4 points per game.
Okay. Scoring. Tatawagin ko na siya scoring machine.
But he can definitely score if he really wants to. It's just not in his nature to be more of a shooter than a passer. Talagang traditional point guard ito si Achi Inigo.
Ibang klase itong Caloocan. Laging nagbabago ng uniforme. Nagsimula sila, may pinstripe. Tapos ngayon, plain white-orange naman sila.
3 beses na yata sila nagkakaroon ng bagong jersey this year.
And Jeff Manday rattles that one home.
That's definitely not new to us. Jeff Manday has really been one of the leading three-point shooters of Caloocan this season.
Try to speed up the game there. Last touch ni Brian Enriquez. Natin yung nangyari dito.
A simple corner setup when Subre setting the screen, and then itong si Jeff Manday coming off with that pass. Galing kay Joko Taytong. Easy shot from the deep right corner.
Decoy Lopez, John Baltasar. 3 seconds to work with. Decoy. No good on the 3. Rebound ni Jeff Manday.
It really is so much more different without John Ashley Fa in this lineup for Manila. You know, they're lacking in speed and the playmaking ability just not there anymore. Especially when it's after a miss. John Ashley Fa thrives in going for those transition opportunities, locating his teammates, and even getting baskets on his own.
Here comes Enriquez. Ball knocked away. Inigo with the steal. And they are in no rush whatsoever.
I'm surprised that Inigo didn't throw it off to Alexis Heman, who was up ahead, opting to set it up in the half court first.
Heman goes to the corner. Baltasar airballs the 3. Junbon Subre with a rebound.
Inigo was wide open for a long time. He was asking for the ball. Heman didn't get to it.
A little sloppy here to start. Manday unable to convert on the wide open 3. Baltasar, Lopez now with Heman. 10 seconds to work with. Inside, Heman finds Lopez underneath, a foul on Taytong.
A nice pass inside, drawing 2 guys on the side of the ring. Lopez making a good cut underneath the basket, making himself available for that pass.
2 free throws para kay Decoy Lopez, the former JRU Heavy Bomber. LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL. Salamat sa LGR. Two for 2.
Lopez has really thrived offensively this year with the Manila Batang Quiapo. This run and gun style of play has really benefited him, and he has been given the green light to shoot from the outside as well as many times as he can.
Inigo. Eusebio makes his move against Enriquez. Nowhere to go. The kick out. Baltasar. Lopez. Inigo. 6 seconds to work with. Baltasar has to shoot. Runner won't go.
And not really a lot of intention on that half-court set by Manila, really taking their sweet time in setting up their half-court set.
Irvin Palencia now with Enriquez. Brian. Bigay ulit kay Irvin. 5 seconds to work with. Manlangit is open and a foul on John Baltasar na kumagat sa fake ni JJ Manangit dun.
And that's what you do when you go up against the zone. You find the cracks in the defense by moving that ball side to side, go inside out. Finally, get someone open, bubuka yung depensa dyan. And yan nga nangyari, Manlangit na libre sa ilalim.
JJ Manlangit, 15.7 rebounds and 3 assists against Marikina in their last game.
Now, he's been playing well as of late. I think he's a vital cog to the success of Caloocan this season. I think Manlangit is one of their most versatile players. Can play inside, can shoot the ball from the outside, can also handle the rock.
Valencia. Manday. Slow things down. Jeff Enriquez. The swing. They're taking their time here. Bonsubre will fire. No good. Ivani Baltasar. Heman. Quickly to Eusebio on the run. A foul whistled on Palencia.
I think a little quite unnecessary that foul. Palencia had itong si Bonsubre helping him out on the backside. Eusebio could have had a hard time even going up for that shot.
Could not get the first one to drop. Let's go to Lyra.
Coach Max Dayadante of Manila is staying hopeful and focused as they look to fill the void left by the exit of key scorer John Fa. For Coach Max, this is not a setback. It's a chance to rebuild, reload, and regain confidence. Kasama si Coach Clint, they've carefully brought in new guns na mabilis daw talaga at solido sa depensa. Joe Gomez Deliano, Irvin Ancheta, Alexis Himan, Stephen Toralba at Mick Guevara. A fresh core that aims to bring back the winning culture of Manila. High time na talaga na maboost ulit ang kumpiyansa ng buong team, he said. And it's evident he's focused not just on stats but on reviving the identity of Manila as a team that competes with heart and grit. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Lyra, as Jeff Manday knocks down the three. It's been a slow start to Caloocan standards, particularly in facing a team like Manila currently on a 14-game losing streak. This is the three-point shot of the game brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Second three sa larong to para kay Jeff Manday, leading to a Manila timeout. Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Babalik ang inyong MPBL dito sa Pasay Astrodome. Hope everyone is having a great weekend.
Nice defense, boss. You protected our
I was
beloved
ready.
FT.
I was ready to save him.
Kamunti ka na siya masapulan sa mukha. Ayun, oh, ganda ng depensa.
Kukunin ko pa talaga eh.
Defensive play of the year.
Kita mo naman, ha?
That should be on our top 10 plays.
Oh, isa pa. Oh. May masama bang balak dito yung mga teams natin. Bakit papunta dito yung mga bola ngayon? Tingnan mo yung 3 points dito ni Paul Sanga. That's the third triple of Caloocan. Jeremy Cabanag will check in the next dead ball. Together with Ronel Calahat. Inigo misses the 3. Manday quickly to Sanga. He fires a 3 and it's his second triple. Paul Sanga, takbo si Decoy Lopez for the finish.
Slow to go back there itong Batang Kankalu after that made 3 by Paul Sanga, but Caloocan already shooting a bunch from the outside here in the first quarter. Manday with a couple, Sanga with the same amount.
Paul, oh, he's got a smooth stroke.
It doesn't take long to get him going, Paul Sanga.
Toralba, umatras, labas kay Inigo. He uses the decoy pick. Inigo with a runner, nakatagilid pa yun, pero mintis.
Medyo mahirap yung angulo dun. Ingat si Inigo on that floater.
Foot on the line, no. Rebound, Inigo. Takbo ulit, Toralba, dire-diretso, no good, and natapik ni Inigo. It will be out of bounds, Manila. Bola mapupunta sa Caloocan. Jesse Sumuda, Romel Calahat, and Jeremy Cabanag ang pinasok dito ni Coach Mike sa gigit.
Ako lang ba or parang lumalaki si Romel Calahat? I mean,
Yeah.
he looks like he's put on more muscle.
Yeah, like you, my friend. Like you, upwards. You look like you've been hitting the gym more often lately.
Yeah.
Led by ano ang program mo from Coach Jelovitz.
Yes, sir. Very important na medyo maayos-ayos yung itsura natin.
Toralba will...
Ooh!
Sayang yun. Can't fault him for his hustle though. Cabanag, stop and pop. Yes.
Caloocan just having a field day from the perimeter here in this game. Now 7 out of 12 from the field. That's above 54%, while Manila has only 1 field goal to show for out of 10 attempts.
They can put points on the board quickly. Itong Caloocan. Pull-up jumper galing kay Jeremy Cabanag.
I think what's nice about this game for Caloocan is we're realizing that, you know, they're not just a half-court team, that they can also speed up the game. They do have the pieces to do that, but it's just different from the previous seasons because they opted more to set up their offense and slow down the pace. Pero ngayon nakikita talaga natin with the inclusion of guys like Jeff Manday na talagang kayang-kaya nila to also play in transition.
Valencia looking for Sumuda. Nandoy comes up with the steal. Takbo sila. Albo, no good on the 3. Sumuda with the rebound. Cabanag looks ahead. Jennifer, bigay kay Sanga. Inside, Jesse for 2.
That's just basic basketball right there. Sanga, seeing that his big man was cutting towards the basket and only had Richard Albo on him. Obviously, Sumoda had the heft advantage going for that quick move to the rim.
Decoy Mintis. Guevara, the kick out. Richard Albo. So Muda grabs the rebound. Here comes Caloocan. Irvin to the corner. Paul Sanga will miss. Cabanag with the offensive rebound. Another crack for Caloocan. A turnover for Caloocan.
Just a little bit too fancy there was Jeremy Cabanag. He did have the right intention, but the pass wasn't perfectly executed.
Assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Valencia will pull up. No rebound. Albo. Decoy Lopez. Lopez, no good. Rebound, Sanga. It's one and done para dito sa Manila. Batang Quiapo. Cabanag to Sumuda. Cabanag gets it back. Jeremer snaking his way through. The whistle going against Paul Sanga.
The push from behind coming from the former FPU Tamaraw. Here, Tandoy able to get loose.
Nag-abot ba to? Paul tsaka si Axel Achi?
Yes, pero nasa Team B pa lang si Aji.
Kasi yung kasabayan ni Achi, yung iran nila Toto no?
Yes.
Toto Raymar Jose. Paborito ni Papa Ray Hugnatan yan sa vlog.
Pareho sila kaliwete eh.
Yeah. Inigo goes 2 for 2. And Caloocan pulls to within 9 with 1 minute and 6 seconds remaining in the first quarter. May timeout time. June 28, mga kalaban ng Caloocan Batang Kankalu sa ang Abra Solid North Reavers. July 7, Pasig City. July 14, Bulacan Cuyas. Ang June 28 game po sa Capital Arena in the city of Ilagan in Isabela. So abangan nyo yan.
Oh, that's already this Saturday, right?
Yes, this weekend.
That's gonna be a big game. So this is definitely a good springboard for them to prepare for that matchup against Abra. So these last two games para sa Caloocan Batang Kankalu, a good confidence booster para sa kanila.
And Joko Tayong Tong taking it upon himself, getting the offensive rebound and getting the bucket to drop. Completes a three-point play.
One of the guards here in the league that plays with a lot of force. When there's no resistance defensively, he's definitely gonna take it to the rack. Maganda talaga depensa natin today Pero parang may galit nga yung mga players natin dito.
May galit. Parang sa gitna yung pinupunteriya.
Oo nga
Parang collateral damage kayo
Marami kaya ata kasi kinausap sa Manila kanina kaya medyo galit yata yung Caloocan sa'yo
Caloocan, nakita ko sila kagabi Late na natapos yung isang laro nila kagabi 24-12. Sa penalty na yung Caloocan. Make that 24-14. Half a minute remaining here. Sumoda open and nice pass galing kay Joko Tayong Tong to Jesse Sumoda. Caloocan pressing here. Well, this is something new actually. When you dito na pumapasok yung influensya ni Coach Mike, no?
You're right, yeah. This is also a new thing that they have shown these past few games in Coach Mike Sagigit's short stint with the Batang Kankalu, showing that trapping defense, full court. That's something that they use to also try and get easy baskets from forced turnovers.
Play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. 5 seconds remaining. Joko to Jerimer. Jerimer for 3. And that's short. And dyan nagtatapos ang ating first quarter dito sa Pasay Astrodome. Caloocan Batang Kankalu in command. After a stellar start, their hot shooting from beyond the arc, propelling them to this 10-point advantage.
4 out of 9 from the outside, 2 each from Jeff Manday and Paul Sanga. Overall, from the field, they're shooting 10 out of 20, while they held down Manila to just 3 out of 17 shooting from the field in that first quarter. That's why they are up by 10 points at the end of the first 10 minutes.
Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. We are back at the Pasay Astrodome. Laban ng Caloocan, Batang Kankalu, and Manila Batang Quiapo in our first game. We have Abra versus Quezon City in the second game. And in the third game, we have Gensan and Pasay. So, ganun ang mga laban natin. Lalo na yung second game na nakita ko sa announcement ni Kong Mayor JB Bernos, mukhang maglalaro na ang tatlong hindi naman pwede mo sabing bago because J.O. Chu was part of that initial list submitted to the league at the start of the season, pero maglalaro na siya.
You're right, and those other two players come backing here in the league after stints in the PBA. Happy to see Mike Ayon back, as well as Simon Camacho.
Dati nagpapagreet lang siya. Ngayon, i-cover na ulit siya. Papa-shoutout lang lagi yan eh.
Medyo nagulat niya ako because I didn't expect that Mike Ayon would come back at this point. Pero that's definitely going to be a good addition and could shore up the guard rotation. Already a deep guard rotation for Abra.
I feel grabe, no? When you go all in for a championship. Oh, tagilid na si Jeremer doon. Ang hirap na tira yun.
I think, many teams realize that depth is really king now here in the league. But of course, having players in your roster, having strong players in your roster doesn't always mean that it's gonna equate to a championship right away. It's also about developing that chemistry. But thankfully, it's a long season. That's why there's a lot of time to develop that teamwork.
Ancheta is fouled by Sumoda. Alam mo yung mahirap na trabaho ngayon? Alam mo kung kanino?
Kanino?
Coach Yong Garcia.
Ayo. It's really a thankless job, especially to try and rotate those kinds of players.
Fast break of the game is brought to you by Extreme Exwa Personal Karaoke Speaker. Everyday karaoke. I don't doubt him though.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's been doing a fantastic job. Obviously, the record shows how well they've been doing. And the players seem like they're buying into the system and they're really trying to do everything for the betterment of the team and not for individual glory alone.
Pero grabe, no? You start the season, you start the build-up with a holding on to Alfred Batino and Marquis, and then you sign up Encho Serrano and Dave Ildefonso.
Perhaps their biggest signing this year, having Dave Ildefonso come on board. That was definitely
and then the trio of LaSalle champions, diba?
CJ Yoshida, Josh David, and what's the other one again?
No, Raven Gonzalez.
Raven Gonzalez, that's right.
Free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. And they increase the lead to 10. Pressure ulit from Caloocan. Inigo. On to Eusebio. Manday with the steal. Flores is ahead. And Josh Flores will lay it in.
I'm surprised I haven't seen Joe Gomez de Llano yet in this game. I don't even see him on the bench right now.
Yeah. It might be concerned with his Be concerned with his paperwork.
Siguro
nga, diba?
Jesse Sumona as his second.
Coach Mike Sagigit right there wearing that Batang Kangkalu basketball shirt. I like it.
Yeah. Very nice design.
Hindi rin nauubusan ng bagong design to eh. Mga Caloocan.
Bago yata yung sponsor eh.
Decoy Lopez knocks down the three.
Points, Decoy Lopez.
Already 7 points in the game, but still a
Parang-
9-point lead.
Parang ano,
For
no,
Caloocan.
na-notice mo, pag nakakashoot yung player, parang bumibilis yung takbo niya pababa
Siyempre
sa depensa.
naman. Kaya nga, yun yung challenge eh talaga sa, especially in high-level basketball, kung paano ka didepensa pa rin ng mahigpit kahit di ka nakakashoot.
Oh, Decoy Lopez.
Iba yung,
Iba
ano
rin
eh,
yung takbo ni Decoy eh.
there's a different pep in his step.
He's got 10 points in the game and it's just a 6-point lead para dito sa Caloocan.
That's why it's really the best teams who are able to go deep into the season and get good runs in the playoffs, because those are the teams that are able to play defense. Even if this is a game of scoring more baskets, you actually also have to play D and try to limit the other team.
Back-to-back triples from Decoy Lopez. 32-26. Chance ng Manila na dumikit pa dito. Torralba fires and hits. Just a 3-point game.
A 9-0 run for the Batang Quiapo here.
Tayong Tong swiped away by Torralba. It will stay with Caloocan.
And I think the Batang Kangkalu has been rushing it quite a bit here in the second quarter. Try to slow it down, settle down, and go for those triangle offenses.
3-point shot is brought in by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Bait Yong. Manila with the stop. Torralba with the finish. Just a 1-point lead.
Well, he's definitely made up for his miss earlier in the first quarter. That easy layup that he fumbled. Now he's got 5 straight points to himself.
32-31. Tayong Tong. And Torralba has come in and he's been a menace on the defensive end.
He's definitely been leaving his imprints on this game. And Achi Inigo is all smiles right now because his team is down by just 1 against his former squad.
Torralba right there, bagsak on the discard galing kay Tayong Tong.
Easy call by our referees.
Torralba makes his move. The kick.
Oh!
Oh! Woo! Cielo with a 3. Teka lang.
Wait, am I in a dream?
Lamang na ang Manila Batang Quiapo. Under 6 minutes to play. Manday trying to get that one back. And it's last touch. Caloocan. Itigil na ba natin? Tigil na ba natin?
Just when I
Pwede
thought,
na? Tigil na?
just when I thought that Caloocan would actually break this game wide open here in the second quarter, Manila comes roaring back, and another 3-pointer for the Batang Quiapo. This time, Eusebio coming in.
Ah!
Oh my
Ah!
goodness!
Rockstar hair and all.
Rockstar play as well for Achi Inigo. Take a look at this. Beating Jeff Manday and splitting Flores and Baitiong all together, even going through the help of ito si
Laude.
Oh, Joggy Laude.
Ibang klase yung galaw na yun.
Wow, this is a 5-point lead now for the Batang Quiapo.
That's a big run right here.
Definitely a pleasant surprise.
Laude breaks the silence. Inigo to Cielo, another 3. It's the side of the board, 21-8. Ang scoring in the quarter. Flores inside, yes. Trying to speed up the game here. Inigo puts the ball on the deck.
Oh!
Oy! Iba na yun. Achi, finger roll na kaliwa. 2-foot gather.
Dipsy Dupa.
Look at the fast break of the game. Brought to you by Extreme X Play on-the-go speaker. Take your music anywhere. Inside Albo, no good.
He was looking for a foul.
Flores running the floor, and he finishes on the break. And Manila surrendering a couple of fast break baskets here to Josh Flores.
Flores right there on the run out, getting that nice pass. Back-to-back baskets for Caloocan to restore order to their side, 38-37.
Back inside the Pasay Astrodome. Caloocan versus Manila. Caloocan just a 1-point advantage para sa kanila. Pasensya nyo na po kasi ang saya po ng kwentuhan namin nila Head of Security Rudy Distrito tsaka Head of Operations Emer Oreta na nandito ngayon sa Astrodome. Manday, no. Peichong, offensive rebound. Lets Cielo fly by and he scores again, and it's now a 3-point lead for Caloocan.
Three straight baskets inside the paint for the Batang Kangkalu.
Yan ang kailangan.
17 seconds on the shot clock.
Not much resistance in the interior for Manila. Oh, Albo has not been able to make a three-pointer in this game.
Not yet. Flores. Laude cutting and scoring.
Again, allowing another inside basket for the Batang Kangkalu. They're not even trying to put a hand up.
Albo, wild shot. Rebound nakuha ni Beichong.
Samantala, dito naman sa kabila, Caloocan's giving Manila all they can ask for.
Nice pass. Valencia to Manday for 3.
That's their first three-pointer here in the second quarter, itong Caloocan, after they had 4 in the first period. Jeff Manday's third triple of the game.
Decoy short on the 3. Laude with a rebound. 3:20 remaining. Valencia, the bounce pass to Laude. He's fouled by Cielo. 2 free throws coming up para kay Jogi Laude.
Now he's getting some extra burn here in this game. It is Jogi Laude. Good opportunity for him to get some of his confidence back.
Jogi Laude, the former Lyceum Pirate. Ito yung mga player ng Lyceum ng unang bugso nila sa NCAA.
Yes, oo.
Sila Alan Santos.
You're right. Around 2008, am I right?
Yeah, 2009, 2010. 2009, I believe. I was a young, wide-eyed reporter back then. Decoy Lopez. Kalaban nila yan. Sila Decoy Lopez. JRU. Jeff Manday of Colegio de Santa Ana.
Oh.
Beichong with a run out. Ganda ng kaliwa. Layup. Baltasar trying to slip it through Inigo. Manday will fire a 3. Good!
Well, the tides have slowly dipped back into the favor of the Caloocan Batang Kangkalu here in the second quarter. That's a big shot for Ansi Inigo to avoid Manila getting into a big hole as we wind down this second quarter.
Sinaluko, Javi.
Yung araw,
Oo, sinaluko. Sa akin papunta eh.
that's the Hawkeye.
Inside, Beichong bumps Cielo out of the way. Inigo will try again. No, this time. Valencia to Flores. Yes.
Josh Flores has gotten most of his baskets through leak outs.
Cielo puts the ball on the deck. Finds Inigo, blocked by Flores. Irvin on the move. Manday, a three. No. Manday to Irvin. The one-hander is good.
This game's pace has definitely increased here in the second quarter, with both teams not anymore settling for setting it up in the half court. They really are looking to push the ball.
JJ Manlangit and Paul Sanga return for Manday and Flores. Richard Albo in for Decoy Lopez. Junbun Subre comes in also for Beityong. Eusebio in for Inigo. A minute and 28 remaining. Wow, this was a 5-point lead, and then it's now a 17-point lead. Crazy.
Well, they weren't able to stop those inside baskets by Caloocan. The Batang Kakalo had their way in the interior. Fast break opportunities as well, taken advantage by the guys in white. Manila not showing a lot of resistance defensively.
It's a 25-4 run for Caloocan here.
Imagine that. It was a 21-8 run to start the second quarter for Manila.
Albo, good line, hindi nga na pumasok. Valencia on the move. Wow, beautiful pass. Bring the goggles out there. Irvin Valencia, rightly so.
First field goal in the game for JJ Manlangit.
Oh, beautiful spin. He-Man. Pwedeng palitan eh ng apelido. He-Man. Kaso kanya H-I. Pero kung ganyan ganda ng galaw mo, He-Man ka.
Yung mga panahon mo eh.
Totoo yan. Kami ni Mr. MVP.
Oy, pero
Mr.
nabutan
Lodson.
ko rin naman yan.
Oh, Sanga. No good. Palencia. And he will run out of time. 2 quarters down dito sa Pasay Astrodome. Jeff Manday and the rest of the Caloocan Batang Kakalo unleashing a storm in the first half. 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. On pace for a triple-double. Jeff Manday in that first half, Javi.
Yeah, Jeff Manday has been scoring well from the outside. 4 out of the 6 threes of Caloocan coming from him alone. 15-point lead for the Batang Kakalo at the half.
I came from nothing. Just a small boy from streets of General Santos City. No shoes, no food, no chance, just a dream in my heart. From flyweight to junior middleweight, 8 divisions. Thank you. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas. Mabuhay ang bawat Pilipinong nangangarap at lumalaban. This is our victory. This is our story. And the best is yet to come.
Manny Pacquiao is annihilating Oscar De La Hoya. That is the most spectacular one-punch shot of Manny Pacquiao's incredible career. And he fights his way off and goes down again. Straight left lands for Manny. Does he have Cotto in trouble? Manny Pacquiao is a storm.
Lastimosa, foot on the line. Still no go, and Larry Rodriguez doing a terrific
What a
job.
pass.
Wow! And Tolentino with a finish. Saktong-sakto.
I don't know who that was, but it looked to be Larry Patrick Mahomes Rodriguez.
Hindi ba Tom Brady yun? What a pass.
Ang mahirap pa sa pasa na yon, got the rebound in traffic, halos malapit na siya dun sa baseline, no, sa linya ng binyan. But the look ahead sa kabilang court, and obviously yung pag-execute ng pasa.
Pinan went too early. Gives an opportunity for Batangas, but Kipido getting the steal. Enough time for Pasig City. 5 seconds remaining. Manalang gets it back. Warlo Batak. Dax Bindel lays it up and in to beat the buzzer.
The young Warlo Batak making the right decision, not going for the three-point shot. He knew that he had it in him to be able to beat the clock by attacking the basket and still getting a high percentage shot.
Turco, it ends up as a turnover. Takbo si Jeff Comia. Comia stays in control, and Comia with a beautiful finish.
Sometimes you think that he's already out of control, but he really is in control. Gets another wily shot right there to not just entertain the crowd here, but to also extend this Davao lead.
Ano ba yun? Semi-Smithy ba yun?
Yeah, looking one way and going the other.
Moralde misses the layup.
Trying to fish for a foul. 2-on-1 coming up.
Sumido! Oh, Lander Cannon.
Pumatay ng lamok dun sa palpal na yun. Kita mo naman yung palpal na to, determinado. Uy, back-to-back blocks yun, ha?
Oh, dalawa.
By Mr. Cannon.
Well, Cannon has had a few highlights this season. No? Yung mga palpal niya.
Forward pass Perumingan to Chauca. Back to Tricky. Behind the back. Oh, what a pass to Sam Peralta for the deuce.
Practically a give and go. Tricky Peromingan gives it up to Val Chauca, then gets it back, and then another pass, a spectacular one behind the back to Sam Peralta.
Thompson as well.
Sa laki ni Camson, no? Oftentimes he would expect a strong finish. That time, little finesse.
Caballero finds Camson! Basket and one. What a pass from Caballero to Eric Camson. Terrific finish galing kay Eric
So,
Camson.
itong kombinasyon na to by Keanu and Eric ngayong gabi has been really effective.
Went through it. The defense. Oh!
What a shot to beat the buzzer. How about that from Kit Jimenez?
Kit Jimenez already with a bunch of points in this game. Still 3 seconds. That definitely is gonna count para kay Kit Jimenez.
John Fa with a steal. 8 minutes left. John Fa switching hands in midair, and now has established his new career high of 26 points.
Determined, this kid, he will move heaven and earth just to try and carry his team. After that missed basket, you get the stop again, but now it's back to a 60-point lead.
Wow! Where did that come from? Lawrence Paul Victoria gliding, hanging, and finishing. Look
Wow.
at this move.
Woo-wee! Me, oh my. Lawrence Paul Victoria.
Yan ang inaabangan ng mga tao dito.
Nabuhay ang Pasay Astrodome.
Castro with the ball. 4-second differential. Game clock and shot clock. Cuevas drives. It's short. Osicos to Espiritu. And Bulacan with a chance to win this game. Sumido. 5 seconds. JR Sumido with the runner. Oh! JR Sumido with a basket to give Bulacan the lead and possibly their first win of the season.
Kakaiba yung tapang na pinakita ni JR Sumideron. But this running shot, momentum carrying him to the left side, could be the possible game winner.
Big time plays from the Kuyas here down the stretch. Halftime at the Pasay Astrodome, the Caloocan Batangang Caloo with a 15-point lead against the Manila Batang Quiapo dito sa kanilang North Division showdown. And nakita natin ang Caloocan mainit sa labas with Paul Sanga and Jeff Manday leading the way in the first period. And Manila took the lead briefly, and Caloocan with an even stronger response to close out the first half.
Yeah, Manila started the second quarter with a 21-8 run, and then Caloocan responded back, restoring order to their side. Mostly it was inside points. That's why the score is that way in the inside points department, 32-16. Caloocan also gave Manila a dose of their own medicine. Manila is actually one of the top fast-breaking teams in the league, but Caloocan still outscored them in that department 19-14 to be able to erect this 15-point advantage. And what's nice about this game by Caloocan is also they've been able to dish out 22 assists already, and 10 of those 22 assists actually coming from Irvin Palencia.
Oh nga, no? Manday with 12 points. He also has 6 rebounds and 5 assists. Sanga, Flores, and Beityong combining for 22 points. Decoy Lopez, veteranong forward, has 10 points. Achi Inigo backstopping him with 8. Stephen Toralba had a 5-point outburst. Mabilisan yung quick fire itong 5 puntos ni Stephen Toralba.
Yeah, including a couple of stops to help Manila get some opportunities as well in that second quarter. Can they get another outburst here in the third quarter? That's what we're waiting to find out.
Enriquez will fire a 3. It's good.
Brian Enriquez started this game para sa Caloocan, but that's his first 3 of the game.
Parang pareho din ng katawan tong si Turalba tsaka si John Ashley Pai.
Actually, oh.
Parang gusto ring laging tumatakbo. Eusebio, that's a beautiful move. You feel like parang mauubusan siya ng hang time. Pero hindi rin,
Meron kasi yung mga gapiso lang yung talon, pero ang tagal pa rin ng hang time eh.
Albo gets it to naagaw. It was Dandoy who issued the pass to Eusebio.
It's a tight pass to make. It was actually Toralba who was wide open on the right flank outside.
Lopez fires a 3. Enriquez with the rebound.
And Lopez has definitely taken it upon himself to try and lead the offense here of the Manila Batang Quiapo. Richard Albo struggling in this game, only with 4 points.
Here comes Dandoy. Beautiful move.
Cervantes not helping up enough to try and prevent that basket. Rail is actually playing his first minutes of the game here in the third quarter.
Kalahat. Cabanag, a 3. Yes!
Basic pinch post action. You get it to the elbow and then you set up that staggered screen. Kalahat goes inside and they go to their shooter, Jeromer Cabanag, for that trifecta.
Number 24, Brian Enriquez, that's his first.
Brian Enriquez whistled for the foul.
There you see Cabanag coming out of that staggered screen set on the left side. Weak side action on the triangle made perfect by the Batangang Caloo.
There's a foul on Real Cervantes. Those are 2 quick fouls.
Number 26, Real Cervantes, his first personal second team foul. Shot clock 14 seconds.
Toralba drives right, fades away. Yes, sir.
Stephen
Toralba. Yeah, nice game so far. Cabanag had to adjust against Decoy Lopez. Dandoy Goes to Albo, pulls the trigger, no good. Quick release. Jennifer. Oh, sidestep beauty and the finish. Galing kay Jennifer Cabana.
Now that's definitely some hang time shown there by the former Sunbenda Red Lion.
What a pass right here. Galing kay Romel Calahat and Jennifer Cabana. With our Gixer, great move of the game. Born for greatness.
One of the best and one of the most versatile two-way players here in the league. Ito si Jeremy Cabanag.
Tayong Tong with the offensive rebound. Swings it over to Jeremy Cabanag. This step back three.
Ba't mga Ilonggo talaga, mga shooter eh, no?
Hindi naman. Hindi lahat.
But you are also a shooter, my friend.
Well, ayop eh, no?
Pushing foul on number 7, Jeremy Cabanag is second.
Tingnan natin yung ang ganda ng galaw natin ni Jeremy Cabanag.
Between the legs, step back, and then another three-pointer down the drain. Para kay Jeremy Cabanag.
And meanwhile, let's get an update from Lyra.
Bagong salta sa Manila si Stephen Toralba at kahit na 4 na araw pa lang siya nakakapag-training, ramdam na agad ang eagerness niyang makatulong sa team. Bilang rookie, malaki daw ang tiwala na binibigay sa kanya ng teammates, lalo na sa bilis niya sa court. Focus namin sa training was on spacing, sabi niya, para makapenetrate kami at makahanap ng better shots. Today's games means a lot to him, not just as his debut game with the team, but also as a promise fulfilled to his dad. Nangako ko kay Papa na makakashoot ako, he smiled. Stephen also dedicates this performance to his family with a sweet shout out to his mom, Mylene, and his siblings, MJ and Stephanie Toralba. Excited and determined, he's here to help bring back Manila's confidence and inject fresh energy into their system. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much. And syempre, binabati natin ng isang magandang welcome para dito kay Stephen Toralba dito sa MPBL.
Yes, sir. I think that's his family right there watching. Nice debut para sa kanya. He's showing a lot of grit, especially on the defensive end. Although he's missed a couple of easy layups, that's something that he's going to learn.
But the speed is certainly there, Javi.
No doubt about it. And he's definitely showing some similarities to that 19-year-old wonderkind that is now in Pampanga, John Ashley Fa. Might be a work in progress, but definitely you could see the determination to succeed is there.
Inigo gets it to Eusebio. Turnaround shot, that's a foul on Cabana.
Talking foul on number 7, Jeremy Cabanag. That's his third foul.
This is the fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Like Extreme Magpalamig, free installation for split type air conditioners.
Ball is sung up for Jeremy Cabanag. And the line for 2, Red Eusebio.
Red Eusebio at the line.
5 points in this game.
Coach Max Dandante there on your screens. We'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Ball Sanga. Lahat. Goes down low to Bunsubre. Against Decoy Lopez. Sanga a 3. Nope. Inigo able to track it down. Nachi. No.
Well, he's decided to tie his hair after letting it loose in the first half.
Enriquez, no good on a 3. Valencia, down low to Enriquez. That ball knocked away, pero last touchdown ni Enriquez.
John Balcazar replacing Richard Albo. JJ Manali for Romel Calahat. Titus Shell coming in for Red Eusebio.
23-point lead.
Josh Flores for Brian Enriquez.
halfway through this third quarter. Shelo gets it to Inigo. Door shot by Sanga. Toralba, yes.
Stephen Toralba is actually homegrown for Manila, hailing from Santa Ana. Played for the PCU Dolphins in college. It's his first stint as a professional here in the MPBL.
Manlangit cannot convert. June Bunsubre with the stick back. June Bunsubre. I am surprised na tumira siya dun.
Well, he actually has been looking for his shot quite more often in these past few games. Medyo nararamdaman ko na mas
Alam mo,
ginaganahan siya.
si June kasi, ang sarap kakampi. Kasi, didepensa at magre-rebound lang para sa'yo.
Yun na nga. He's really gonna stick to his role. He knows what to do on the court. And he's not gonna try to overdo things.
Yeah.
From high school pa lang, talagang serviceable big man na ito si June Bunsubre.
And, you know, in a team like Caloocan, maraming scorers, maraming shot creators. Ano siya eh, maganda yung, he's one of a kind, kumbaga.
Yeah, and you know, despite the talent that they have up front, he's still able to get some minutes, and he's able to turn those minutes into quality time on the court.
And that ball taken away. Here comes Cielo. Tatlo yung bantay doon. Inigo for three. Short. Cielo taps that ball to Baltasar. Inigo, 2 points.
Inigo now surpassing his average of 8 points per game, now in double figures with 10. Pero 20 pa rin ang hinahabol dito ng Manila. Caloocan not leaving their foot off the gas pedal here in the third.
This is the assistant game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Lead is at 20 points for Caloocan. Time out muna tayo.
Right now, we're playing against Manila Batang Quiapo. So, pinaghandaan rin namin maigi, pinagpreparahan din namin. Kasi sabi ko nga sa mga players ko, the last time after nung game namin, last game, ang sabi ko, ano next game natin? Abra. Pero sabi nila, hindi, Manila coach. So, let's start preparing against Abra. So, ibig sabihin, yung paghahanda namin kay Manila is for Abra game na talaga. And I'm expecting and I'm happy na makakalaro namin yung one of the best teams in the North Division, Abra on Saturday, which is yung mga players very excited na sana maipakita nila, ma-showcase nila yung lahat ng talents nila going to that game.
And Coach Mike Sagigit certainly getting his work cut out for him dito sa Caloocan Batang Caloocan.
Oh, he's had a good record ever since he's come on here sa Caloocan. He actually even won his very first game as Caloocan head coach at nagtuloy-tuloy yun. Naputol lang dun sa kanilang talo laban sa Quezon.
Pampanga pa yung kalaban niya doon, ha?
Yeah. That was quite a statement para sa kanya. He means business with his team, and he didn't just transfer here to just win some games. He wants to make sure that he creates an impact here that will definitely put Caloocan basketball up top.
Heman leaves it short.
Alexis Heman so far with 4 points in this game. Came from the Asian Institute of Maritime Studies, whose school plays in the NCRAA. So mga nakalaban ito sila Alfred Flores.
Foul number 23, Decoy Lopez is second. Team foul number 2 for Batang Quiapo.
14 to shoot here. Baseline inbound. Manday, quick release. It's good.
Really very smooth stroke coming from Jeff Manday, who now has 15 points in this game.
One motion yung tres ni Manday
Si parang may hawik dun sa kaparehong jersey number niya na si Steph Curry.
Oo nga.
Ito swabe rin naman ang bitaw.
Hirap siguro ng 3-point shootout dito sa intra-team 3-point shootout.
Maraming pambato dyan ng Caloocan. Jeff Manday, Paul Sanga, JJ Manlangit. Meron ka pang Jeremy Cabanag. Laban din dyan si Brian Enriquez. Ito si Josh Flores. May kamay din to.
Oo nga. Dami.
Dami.
Inigo gets away. Bonsubre with a challenge, but Achi tuloy-tuloy lang para kay Achi Inigo. Sanga. Bonsubre. We're still going against Shelo. Is it?
The Coach Maxi Dante right away shouting that he will challenge that call.
This is the play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
That's a rare basket coming from John Baltazar. He has not been very active today, only with 4 points sa laro na to.
There's a challenge here. 20-point lead for the Batangang Caloocan. We'll be right back.
The challenge made by Manila Batang Quiapo is successful. There was no foul.
So no foul, and it means possession for the Batangang Caloocan. Tama. Good call. Good challenge para kay Coach Max.
Definitely no contact there. There was contact after the pass, but not really enough to determine a foul. It's supposed to stay with Caloocan. The ball is supposed to stay with Caloocan here because foul lang naman ang hindi na itawag. That's the only call that was reversed, but there is no change of possession.
Yeah.
When you challenge a foul and a foul is overturned, whoever's possession it is, dun pa rin magsistay ang possession. But they call a jump ball, and possession arrow points to Manila Batang Quiapo. I stand corrected.
Okay. Minute and 20 remaining. Tito Rudy Distrito, our head of security and head of operations. Kuya Emer Orheta. Kyle Shelo. Again, 87-69. He's got 5 points. Sanga fires a three. Shoot.
Just the perfect arc on that shot coming from Paul Sanga. He and Jeff Manday are really burning the nets from the outside in this game.
Shoot din sa dun sa mga A-board. Ito si Paul Sanga. Imagine pag uminit yung mga player na to for Caloocan. Diba, Abby, in a playoff game?
They actually have one of the deepest rosters top to bottom, in my opinion. Dahil bawat posisyon, talagang meron talaga silang mga player na kayang lumaro eh.
Inigo drives, one-hander goes down.
A lot of these players could be starting caliber players on other squads. itong mga player ng Batang Caloocan.
Manday pulls up for 3 off the mark. He comes up with the steal, and that will do it. Ng ating third quarter in the books. More of the same like the end of the second quarter. Biglang uminit si Jennifer Cabanag in this quarter. And Stephen Torralba had his moments as well for Manila Batang Quiapo. Highlights of the game brought to you by Ciplus, official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration.
Paul Sang draining a number of threes in that third quarter. Caloocan had 7 more threes in that third period to establish an even bigger lead at the end of 3 quarters. 90-73 ang ating tala.
Sir Gixer, great fan of the game, born for greatness.
There you see Joe Gomez de Llano back at street clothes after warming up for Manila before the game. I think he had some problems with his paperwork kaya hindi na siya nakapaglaro dito.
Show must go on though. Joke pa yung tong. Kalahat. Romel drives middle. Kick out. Jeremiah Cabanag was waiting. Jesse Sumuda inside the paint. Blocked. Cabanag lost the handle. Now Shelo. Inigo 3. Yes, sir.
The Hawkeye once again getting it done from beyond the arc. 17 points in the game. A near triple-double already for Achi Inigo. Just a rebound away from it.
He almost got the triple-double there. May kumuha ng rebound.
Inagawad siya.
Baltasar misses that. Tayong tong. Quickly to Jeremiah Cabanag. Cabanag on in a rush. He puts it in.
19 points already in the game para kay Jeremiah Cabanag. The scoring for Caloocan very nicely distributed here in this game. Just like what happened in their last game against Marikina. So everybody getting a good share of the offense here for Coach Mike Sagigit.
Stephen Torralba comes in for Kyle Shelo. 14 seconds to shoot.
Torralba, a 3. No good. Kalahat able to secure the rebound. Laude down low. Jesse. That ball poked away by He-Man. Here comes Inigo. Back to He-Man inside. The kick out. Lopez. Puts the ball on the deck to the corner. Achi! Another 3.
Nicely done by the Manila Batang Quiapo. Lots of guys touching the basketball. They move it to the best spot. The most open guy in the deep left corner. That was Achi Inigo. Another 3-pointer to his name.
13 na lang yung lamang dito. They get another stop. Torralba. Quickly to He-Man. He-Man, the crossover fouled by Cabana.
Blocking well, number 7, Jeremiah Cabanag.
Here comes Manila once again, trying to slowly creep up on the Batang Caloocan, trying to give themselves a chance here.
Parang hindi sila tuluyang makalayo eh.
17 seconds to shoot.
Kanina, 20 na yung lamang dito ng Caloocan. They've trimmed it down to just 13 points. Very manageable, especially with lots of time remaining in this game.
With the way Inigo's been playing as well, they look like they have a chance.
Oh, he had to adjust there.
Tayong Tong able to keep it in play. Manday is fouled by Inigo. 2 free throws coming up.
Actually, Inigo, although he committed that foul, easily playing the best game of his MPBL season, scoring-wise. 20 points now, and already a triple-double para sa kanya, 10 rebounds and 10 assists.
Let's go to Lyra.
Feeling more confident than ever is Jeff Manday, believing na nakuha na talaga nila ang sistema that works for them. Sa bawat training, focus talaga ay ang execution. Pag nasa loob ka, siguraduhin mong makagawa ka, he said firmly. Hindi rin daw sila nagpapakampante. No room for early celebrations dahil alam nilang mas mabibigat na ang mga laban na darating, lalo na't Abra ang susunod nilang makakaharap. Their massive win against Marikina served as a solid momentum builder pero staying grounded ang mindset ng buong team. Jeff credits the recent success paulit-ulit sa Lion and Spider approach, instilled by Coach Mike, assertive sa depensa pero composed at deadly sa opensa. Para sa kanya, the best thing they can do now is to keep working hard and make every minute on the court count. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Lyra. Very important here for Caloocan to get everyone involved. Lalo na ito si Jeff Manday.
Oh, this system in place that Coach Mike Sagigit has set for them has definitely given a lot of equal opportunity to these players.
Play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory for game with 1xBet. Lahat ng tao doon, dinaanan ni Himan.
And nice slashing moves galing kay Alexis Himan.
Parang kind of reminds me of a guy named Aports on social media na kaliwa din yung drive.
Magaling nga yun, magaling nga yun. Pero lagi
Sorry partner, kasi dapat si Christian Luanson ngayong araw eh.
Pero MVP
Oo nga eh.
I also can't wait to... Kailan ba kayo magpa-partner ulit?
Wala na, alis na ng Serbia.
Ay, oo nga pala, may training camp sila.
May training camp ang UP. This was supposed to be his last day.
Sayang.
And I was really
looking forward to it.
Kasi talaga, I will tell the world that he is Mr. MVP.
By the way that he was playing in that tournament, sabi ko nga sa kanya, Coach, baka pwede ka pang masign dito sa MPBL.
Finals MVP, Ken Bono. Baltasar puts it in. Offensive foul on Tayong Tong.
A moving screen, but Manila trying to ask for an unsportsmanlike foul.
This is the assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Manila still has a chance here. This is just an 11-point lead they're staring at. And 6 minutes still remaining.
Oh, and the way they've mounted the runs in this game.
This is certainly not a game that Caloocan doesn't want to lose.
Tingnan mo, mamaya, pag bumaba yun sa 5-6, magiging uncomfortable yan. Baltasar, short on the 3. Junbon Subre doing what he does best, collecting rebounds. Manday with the answer.
Scrambling defensively there on transition ang Manila Batang Quiapo. Nobody marking Jeff Manday, the guy with the basketball, who just casually pulled up for 3.
Inigo taps it to Baltasar. Decoy Lopez, three-pointer, won't go. Manlangit to the rebound. JJ. Laude. Manlangit. Naubusan. Iman. Toralba. The extra pass. Inigo continues to torch his former team. 23 points.
Could be an MPBL career high. We'll check with Sir Jao Mangonon kung ano talaga ang career high ni Achi Inigo dito sa MPBL, but definitely a season high para sa kanya. Again, good ball movement by Manila. Toralba executing that pass, hitting that corner to Achi Inigo. Toralba hasn't been able to score much here in the second half, but he's been delivering some good passes to his shooters.
Yan. Dumadami na yung unforced turnovers dito for Manila.
Turnovers piling up.
14 seconds to shoot.
Pero actually, mas maraming turnover dito ang Caloocan. They already have 18. Manila only with 6 in karamihan dyan dito lang sa second half.
Nagdula si Banday doon. Had to give up the foul, and Caloocan though is over the limit.
This is something that Manila could take advantage of. You know, scoring with the clock stop. He-Man decking Manday there. Nadulas lang.
Nadulas lang. Hindi counted yun na ano.
Ankle breaker.
Two free throws. Alexis He-Man.
Alexis He-Man at the line. He-Man, Toralba. They've impressed us, you know, dito sa kanilang unang laro.
Definitely playing with a lot to prove, with chips on their shoulders.
Free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, na subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. 97 to 86. 4.5 minutes to play. Manlangit drives right at Lopez. Count the basket. What's the foul?
Easily moved there was Decoy Lopez by the power of JJ Manlangit, attacking hard to his right. Off the elbow, the jab step on Albo, got the step, and the easy 2 points plus the foul para kay JJ Manlangit.
JJ Manlangit knocks down the free throw.
I still remember his debut game for Caloocan last year. I think that was against Batangas. I was really impressed with that, with how JJ Manlangit played in that game.
Now, he was part of that Makati team of Coach Cholo Villanueva. Chelo. Albo.
Shuffled his feet, yeah. It has not been a good afternoon para kay Richard Albo. Usually at this point, he'd already have around 10, 12 points, maybe even more. But only with 6 points to show for, and he's already played 16 minutes in this game.
So 14 points ang inahabol ng Manila dito. Caloocan na may tangan ng bola. Under 4 minutes to play. Manday wants a clear out. Manlangit there to give him a pick. Bunsubre on the cut and the finish.
What about June Bunsubre in this one? Solid numbers for him. 6 points, 13 rebounds para kay June Bunsubre sa laro na to.
Manday again.
He is putting on the finishing touches for Caloocan in this game. 23 points para kay Jeff Manday.
Manday, nakikita mo yan, during the start of the season, early part of the season, he was struggling from beyond the arc. But this could be the game that opens the floodgates para kay Jeff Manday. Time out muna tayo. Our fan of the game is brought to you by LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Like to thank LGR. Tingnan natin yung performance so far ni Jeramer Cabana, joining forces with Jeff Manday. Jeramer has 19 on 3 of 5 3-point shooting 11 minutes lang naglaro. Ito si Jeremy Cabana.
Highly efficient game kay Jeremy Cabanag. Didn't even notice that he was already up to 19 points because he's only played shortly in this game. But that's how good he's been this afternoon and how efficient he's been from the field.
105 to 86. Inigo trying to go back door with Decoy Lopez. It ends up as a turnover. Lead is at 19 with 3 minutes remaining. Palencia drives. That's an offensive foul on Irvin Palencia.
Clearly, but one of the rare errors para kay Palencia in this game. Although he hasn't scored a lot, he's really been at the forefront of the orchestration of the offense para sa Caloocan sa laro na to. 12 assists for Irvin Palencia.
Under 3 minutes, Ancheta. He's fouled by Jogi Daude.
It's a little too inside of the cylinder nito ni Ancheta. Ito si Jogi Laude. Kaya kahit siya ay natawagan ng foul, siya pa yung natamaan dun sa may bunga.
Irvin Ancheta at the line. 2 minutes and 42 seconds remaining. First one goes down.
Another one of Manila's new recruits here in this window.
Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Ancheta goes 2 for 2. Valencia. Go to Manangit. Manday. Being bothered by the defense. Valencia, 7 seconds to work with. Irvin. Manday had to adjust.
Oh, still got his own rebound.
He pulls back. Gets it to Flores. Laude ngayon. Jogi Laude, that's off the mark. Rebound ni Manangit. Manday for 3. Got it.
26 points para kay Jeff Manday.
Putting on a shooting clinic.
8 3-pointers in this game.
A standout from Barangay Sumag, Bacolod City. Decoy Lopez. Little Pinoy step there. Got everyone fooled.
Definitely a good scoring game for Manila. Back to their high-scoring ways, but the defense, which has been a perennial problem for them this season, just not working in times when they needed it the most.
Valencia, 3. No. Inigo with a rebound. A little over a minute remaining before this game ends. Inigo goes to Baltasar. Now back out to Decoy Lopez. Finds Baltasar. Misses on the reverse. Saved by Manlangit. And Laude says, let's slow things down. All over, but the final score here, Javi, and Caloocan taking care of business ahead of their titanic battle with Abra on Saturday.
Yeah, fantastic job done here by the Batang Kankalu, scoring very nicely spread out through everybody. Out of all the players that were fielded in this game, it was only Rael Cervantes who failed to get a field goal, but everybody else was able to score 2 points or more. Of course, led by Jeff Manday with a season-high 26 points built on 61% from the outside, 8 out of 13 shooting from the guy from Bacolod.
And it looks like Irvin Palencia will dribble out the clock. And that will do it.
And that will do it for this game.
The Caloocan Batang Kankalu tightened their grip on the number 5 spot in the North Division after a 110-92 conquest of the Manila Batang Quiapo. It was a highly entertaining game. A lot of shooting, a lot of offense. Syempre. And the best player of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Jeff Manday, was he 29 points, Abby?
26 points.
26 points. An MPBL career high para kay Jeff Manday. And yan po, final score. 110 ng Caloocan, 92 Manila. Let's get Jeff Manday's thoughts through Lyra Punsalan.
Jeff, congratulations. Sinabi mo talaga na ang goal mo every time you're on the court ay makagawa ka, which you did. Anong masasabi mo with this newly developed killer instinct ng Caloocan?
Thankful ako sa management namin at sa coaches dahil everyday kinikip up kami nila na maging better. Yun nga, nakukuha namin yung kumpiyansa namin sa game.
And statement win ito dahil ang susunod na makakaharap nyo ay ang Abra. Ano pa ang mga paghahandang gagawin nyo?
Siguro maging madiin lang kami sa ensayo namin tsaka trabaho lang namin malakas lagi.
Any greetings, Jeff?
Una pasalamatan ko yung boss namin. Belated happy birthday po kay Kong Oka Malapitan. And nagpapasalamat po kami sa support ni Mayroong Along Malapitan, Kong Oka Malapitan, Enting Malapitan, Lixie Malapitan at sa mga sponsor. Yan Coolers, High Top LPG, Stay Cool Clothing, World Balance, Mandarin Sky, kay Father Well and nasa Jerusalem, Pastor Jerry of GSC Caloocan. And advance happy birthday kay Ma'am Roma, Boss Epay. And also binabati ko yung family ko, mama at papa ko, mga kapatid ko. And sa partner ko na si Kat, anak namin si Maddie. And kayo lagi and love you.
Maraming salamat and congratulations, Jeff Manday of the Caloocan Batang Kangkalo. Our best player of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice or victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Lyra. Congratulations kay Jeff Manday. Huge performance. 26 points as he leads Caloocan to victory. Up next, the Abra Solid North Weavers with former Finals MVP Mike Ayanayon and former Ateneo standout Jeo Chu in the lineup. They go up against Quezon City Galleries Taipan. Simon Camacho will also see action for Abra. So abangan nyo yan. Ang laban ng Abra and Quezon City. We'll be right back.